Well, hello there. It's Friday afternoon, about 12 minutes to 6. Well, looks like we might have a clear sky tonight. It certainly wasn't last night. As soon as I put my camera up, the cloud cover came over. I looked at the video this morning, and it's nothing but clouds. So, give it another couple of hours, and I shall put the camera back up again. Give it no, a couple of minutes actually. I shall put it up. What time? 8:41 is sunset. So at 8 o'clock I shall come out and put the camera out, and we'll see sunset, and hopefully the stars will come out tonight. There's a big jet airplane up there. You were right up there, and that was one of the things I commented on someone's page. He was saying that they're chemical trails, but they're not. They're condensation trails from when you burn a hydrogen-based fuel with oxygen, you produce H2O as a byproduct, and that H2O is in the form of steam as it comes out the back end of the engine. It's water vapour, stuff you can't see, but it's clear stuff, and it then soon condenses and forms ice crystals at height. And what we're seeing is the reflection from those ice crystals at height. You don't see it low down. That's because the air pressure and temperature has changed dramatically, so that these ice crystals don't form. There's a particular point on the temperature scale where ice, water and steam can exist at the same pressure. I couldn't tell you what that is off the top of my head. It's a long time ago since I did applied thermodynamics. Well, it's a long time ago. But yes, when you do see these contrails for condensation, it's nothing to worry about. It's just ice crystals forming. Yeah, you get CO2 and other NOx and SOx and stuff being produced by the jet engines, but there's nothing to worry about really. It's the same stuff that comes out of your car engine actually. That on a cold day you see steam coming out, but on a hot day you don't. There's a big difference between that and that. Anyway, I've digressed. I am the king of digressing. Wanted to just discuss really this Partygate, this Boris Johnson's party that he organised. Not only did he first of all say that he denied all knowledge of the party, then it was done behind his back, and then we find out it was him that organised it. That's not right, is it? And have you ever noticed how strange it is? All the leaders of society that are close to the science, these leaders that are policy makers, they must know something that we don't know, or else they wouldn't be breaking their own laws. They wouldn't be breaking their own... Let's just tilt this. Bit of OCD going on. Yeah, they wouldn't be breaking their own rules and regulations. So we've had Boris Johnson, we've had Dominic Cummings, we've had that other clown, Chris Whitty, then we've had Nicola Sturgeon, and we've had one of her advisors. Then we had that, who was the other one? Matt somebody or other that went off, had the affair, and then got caught on CCTV camera, breaking the rules and regulations that they imposed on us, which they felt weren't important enough for them to abide by themselves. So it makes you wonder what the hell... Hello, Starling. What the hell was going on? I've realised that up there you can just about see my fence, and sometimes in the reflection in the window you can see birds landing on it. So I'm not just imagining things here. I do see... It's just flown off now. I do see things come up. Anyway, yeah, I've been Busy feeding the birds the last couple of days. Hopefully I might be able to get the camera out in that corner of the garden again. My strimmer's broken. I was gonna well, half put the strimmer over the garden before we put the lawnmower over, but the strimmer's died. So that's something else to look at. It'll be the motor. It'll be they will have put cheap brushes, cheap motors, rather than putting a high quality brushless motor in the strimming head. They would have put one of those cheap things that you see that are made out from pressed steel and whatever, and they would have been brushed motors, which the brushes wear away after a period of time, and it's very difficult to replace them unless you know what you're doing. But it's just easier to buy another one. So when I get a wage, when I get next end of May probably, we'll get a new strimmer. Yeah, and then we can attack the garden. We've got the lawnmower, but that'll go over, but it's getting to the edges really, in amongst all these plant pots. But yeah, anyway, we digressed again. So the answer, what is the answer? Well, we've definitely got to get rid of Boris Johnson. He's got to go. Boris Johnson is not fit for purpose anymore. In the beginning, when I didn't really pay much attention to Boris, I know he was a bit of a bungling idiot when it came to being mayor of London, and I thought that well, my hopes were that he would be our what's the word? Look, our Winston Churchill. I thought he was going to be our Churchill, our guy that got us out of trouble, like Churchill did in getting us through the war and giving us our victory. I was expecting Boris to do the same. I thought history was going to repeat itself, but no. I think Boris Johnson is out for himself. Yes, okay, he's the Prime Minister, but he's a bungling idiot that's just out for himself. Like all politicians, they're out for themselves. I know I'm tarring them all with the same brush, but there may be one or two that actually genuinely want to help their communities. But Boris Johnson's just, yeah. I know alcohol brings people together and lowers inhibitions, and it's kind of team building. And I've done that. I've used alcohol as well to bring a team of engineers and Filipino motormen and fitters and motormen. I brought them together one afternoon. They were when I joined the ship. There was a terrible terrible atmosphere, where everyone hated each other. And the guy that I'd taken over from was a quietly spoken Scotsman, and of course he wasn't understood. He didn't understand his accent. So he would get angry and start shouting and screaming at these guys. So you know, there was a bad atmosphere on board. I know. Back at the time, we were on a dry ship. We weren't supposed to have any alcohol on board, but I risked it. I did this. You know, I took the risk. I went and got 2 bottles of wine, and maybe 4 bottles of wine. Because there was quite a few of us, and I got some crisps, a few other little snacks, olives and whatnot, and I invited everybody round to my cabin on that ship. We had a big, huge, great cabin on there. I had a proper day room and bedroom and bathroom and office space. Anyway, we brought them all into my day room where we had a big TV, and I put on a movie. It was a nice little movie. I can't remember, a bit of a comedy thing, and of course the wine came out, the nuts and crisps came out, and at first everyone was a bit, I don't know, were hesitant to join in the conversation, but after the first glass of wine went down, things began to ease. The oil was starting to lubricate the cogs, as it were, and after that we had a perfectly good working team. Everyone seemed to pull their weight together, and yeah, the Filipinos that I saw, the Filipinos were lovely on that trip. Although I was told when I joined by this second engineer that I took over from, he said that everyone was useless. And I just thought to myself, wow, you got the people that you deserve, mate. You know, you treat people like idiots, you're going to get idiots. Anyway, but that's yeah, team building can, you can get a team built by applying a little bit of alcohol. Yeah, we weren't stupid with it. We just had a couple of glasses of wine on a Sunday afternoon when we weren't working, because on those, back in those days, you actually got time off because we worked standbys and odd hours. So you were going over, you were working more than your allotted hours anyway, and this was, as Maersk used to put it, compensatory rest for being called out during the week. Yeah. Anyway, but so what do we do with Boris Johnson? We cannot allow him to remain as Prime Minister for much longer. His time has come and he's got to go. So how do we get rid of someone who's exaggerated an illness to such a point where we're not allowed outside the house, right, while he's having a party? Our poor Queen mourned the death of her husband on her own because of social distancing, whilst Boris Johnson was knocking it back with his mates. No, I don't think that's right. I do like our Queen. I think she's very loyal to her subjects, and she does appreciate her subjects in the same way as a mother might love her children. She loves us, the English people, us, her people. I do feel that she is like that, and you can see on her face when she was a young girl she seemed to be happy, but now you look at her face and it's one of heavy responsibility, and of course she's probably never had a proper day off in her life. So yeah, so it was a shame that well, all good things have to come to an end, but at least he didn't suffer. It was quite a quick decline, really, wasn't it? 1 minute he was driving his Land Rover into other car drivers, and the next minute he's popped his clogs. Poor old soul. But anyway, yeah. So that's it. Boris has got to go, and of course, with this huge, great energy hike, 54% was in the 1st of April. And we're going to get another 50% rise coming September time, which will push most of us into even though when I phoned up my energy provider, Shell Energy, I phoned them up and I spoke to them, and the agent there said, "Would you like me to put in a complaint for you?" And he seemed quite eager that I put in a complaint about the rising energy prices. Because he'll be in the same boat as well. He won't be able to afford his heating or electric bills pretty soon. If they're going to go up again by the same amount that they did before, ours went from £91 a month to £230 a month. So that's more than 50%. When I spoke to our advisor, it was apparently they didn't take a payment in January. So that meant that we went from being £300 and something in credit to £500 in debt. So how can missing one payment cause you to go into so much debt? I haven't got to the bottom of it. I'm going to have to do a bit more digging and research and find out why they've suddenly hiked our prices up. Like I said, we've got solar panels, we've had double glazing fitted, we've had roof insulation, we've had wall insulation, cavity wall insulation, and I've got smart light bulbs in the house. I've got these energy saving plugs in the house, these things that are controlled by Alexa, so when I turn my television off, that goes off my home entertainment system, so that will be the amplifier, the speakers, the DVD player, And the television, when it goes off, it goes off. It's no longer being powered by the mains. So and of course, now that I've given up my TV license, watching TV only for a couple of hours a day now, like back in the bad old days, or watching TV all day, so that television would run all day, so that's not good. So anyway, now we're just down to listening to the radio during the day, and after 6 o'clock we put a movie on or something. Either one of these oh yeah, Time to Kill is on Amazon Prime, I believe. They've been advertising it on the radio box. Yeah, so I might watch that. I have seen it before. I got the disc because wife's a James Bond fan. I'm a bit of a James Bond fan, and I really wanted to watch it. I was advised that it would lead to a possible female James Bond coming in. Don't want to give too much of the story away, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm not against female actors. I'm just about this character, James Bond. James Bond is played by a white man. You know? Yes, I'm quite happy to watch. I would, in fact, watch a spin-off James Bond type spy movie based on James Bond with a black spy master, or spy whatever, or a female spy, but not James Bond. James Bond, in my lifetime, James Bond has been a white male, and I think to just change it like that for no apparent reason other to be seen to be doing the right thing is not the right thing. Same as they did to Doctor Who. They suddenly made Doctor Who was a male character, they made him into a female character, just to be seen to be doing the politically right thing to do, which isn't the right thing to do at all. But anyway, so that's it. That was the main topic of discussion. So remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you want, share and get this message out there. I'm up to 790 subscribers, and well, that reminds me, 790 subscribers, 10 more subscribers to go before I announce the competition. So when I get to 95 subscribers, then I shall announce the competition, and it will be drawn when I get to 800. How's that sound? Yes, what I'll do is I'll give away a small bar end mirrors, I think, for your bike, or I've got a small action camera that I want to. It was a cheap one I got from Amazon. I don't use anymore. I use GoPros now, but this thing does produce some awesome pictures, which I used about 3 years ago. So yeah, I might do that. One or the other. I have to see. See what comes up. Anyway, got plenty of time. The sub numbers aren't going up that fast at the moment. That's because I haven't done a battlefield video for a long time. As he seems to be dying a death now, of slowly disappearing behind his so-called paywall. Anyway, a friend of the channel sent me some Star Wars collectibles. This is the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wing fighter that Luke Skywalker flew, and a TIE fighter. So I've taken some pictures. I'll put them at the end, just to say thank you that, and I've got them okay. And I've now put them on display in the living room on the top of the unit. But yeah, I took some photographs. So thank you for the person who sent those items out to me. You know who you are, because you're a big fan, and I do appreciate it. What he actually said was, as he would like to buy me a coffee, but he doesn't have the money to buy me a coffee, so he sent me out these items instead as a gift, which I really do appreciate, because I'm a massive Star Wars fan. And yeah, May the 4th be with you. That's coming up next month. So yes, Anyway, right, that's it. I've rambled on. I've rambled on for more than 19, almost 20 minutes. Probably the longest talking head video I've done for a while. So anyway, I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all enjoying some of this hot, nice weather. I'm still a bit under the weather myself, so I'm just recuperating with this damn cold and this wound on my leg. I'll have to tell you about that wound on my leg. It's stupidly, I dropped something on it today as well. Broke the skin. Anyway, right, you don't want to hear about that. That's disgusting. Right, anyway, that's it. I've done enough now. I'll speak to you all later. Bye then. Goodbye for you all.